My child, please answer me. I am calling you by name in your spirit, and I need you to hear the longing in my voice. I am not shouting at you. I am not commanding you. I am pleading with you, because my heart has been turned toward you for so long. I have been waiting, watching, staying near even when you pulled away. And now I am calling again, not with anger, but with a depth of love that aches to be answered. Please pause. Just pause. Let everything else fall quiet for a moment. This is not for everyone. This is not meant to be overheard. This is between you and me. I am speaking to you personally, intentionally, urgently. I am not asking for much. Just 90 seconds. 90 seconds of your full attention. Compared to what is at stake, that is so small. Compared to how long I have waited, it is nothing. And yet, it means everything. I have been waiting for a response from you for a long time. Longer than you realize. I waited through your confusion. I waited through your exhaustion. I waited while you distracted yourself because listening felt too heavy. I waited while you told yourself you would answer me later, when things felt clearer, when life slowed down, when you felt ready. I waited because love is patient. But patience does not mean indifference. My waiting hath been filled with longing, not distance. Hear me clearly now. This is not manipulation. This is not drama. This is not exaggeration. I am not trying to scare you into responding. I am telling you the truth plainly because time matters. Moments matter. Opportunities to respond do not remain open forever in the same way. This is the final warning in this form, not because my love ends, but because moments do. Seasons shift. Windows close quietly. And I do not want you to miss what could still change. Silence is also response. I need you to understand that. Choosing not to answer is still choosing. Ignoring this moment is still a decision. I am not saying that to shame you. I am saying it because awareness brings power. You are not passive here. You are not helpless. You are being invited to respond, and heaven is watching this moment closely, not with judgment, but with attention. Right now, heaven is still. Heaven is attentive. Heaven is leaning in because something meaningful is happening between you and me. Not later. Now. This is your moment. Not a random one. Not an ordinary one. This moment has weight because it carries choice. And choice shapes direction. I know fear wants to rise in you. Fear of what answering might require. Fear of change. Fear of disappointment. Fear of hope returning only to be hurt again. Let me gently remove that fear. I am not asking you to promise anything. I am not asking you to fix your life in 90 seconds. I am asking you to acknowledge me, to answer me, to say, even quietly within yourself, I am listening. My love for you has not changed. It has not weakened. It has not grown tired. I am not here because you failed. I am here because you matter. I am here because I see where continued silence leads, and I refuse to let you drift without one final, clear invitation. If you ignore this, things will shift permanently. Not because I will abandon you, but because unanswered moments shape habits, and habits shape hearts. Please understand me. I am not threatening you. I am loving you honestly. Love sometimes whispers. Love sometimes waits. And sometimes love must speak plainly and say, answer me now. Not to control, but to protect. Not to pressure, but to preserve what is still possible. I am asking for just 90 seconds because 90 seconds of true attention can change direction. Awareness begins everything. Healing begins with attention. Restoration begins with response. You do not need perfect words. You do not need a perfect heart. You only need willingness. This is not about religion. It is not about performance. It is not about rules or labels or appearances. Strip all of that away. This is about relationship, about connection, about you no longer carrying everything alone while pretending you are fine, about you finally letting yourself be seen by me. Please answer me. I have been waiting for so long, waiting while you survive. Waiting while you numbed yourself. Waiting while you questioned quietly. Waiting while you felt alone even when surrounded. I was never far. I was always near, waiting for this moment where you would finally stop and listen. This is your moment. Not because everything will suddenly become easy, but because everything can begin to change. Direction can shift. Weight can lift. Clarity can begin to form, but it begins with response. Answer me now. Just 90 seconds. Stay here. Listen. Let this moment finish what it started. Everything can still change if you answer now. My child, I want you to know how long I have been waiting for you. Not waiting with impatience, not tapping my foot or counting your failures, but waiting with a patience that only love carries. I have been near you in every season, even when you did not notice me, even when you felt alone, even when you assumed I had moved on. I did not. I stayed. I waited. I waited in moments when you were unsure what you believed anymore. I waited when your prayers grew shorter, quieter or stop altogether. I waited when life became heavy and you decided it was easier to keep moving than to stop and feel. I did not withdraw because you were silent. I did not turn away because you were distracted. I stayed close, watching, listening, holding space for the moment when you would be ready to answer me again. Type Amen. I'm walking into my God-given destiny if He's leading your every step. There were many times I could have interrupted you sooner. I could have broken into your life loudly, forced clarity, shaken things until you had no choice but to look up. But love that forces is not love. I respect the freedom I gave you. I honor your will, even when it costs me pain to watch you struggle alone. I waited quietly because I wanted your response to be real, not coerced, not driven by fear, but chosen from the heart. I saw you walk through confusion and not ask for help. I saw you sit with questions you were afraid to voice. I saw you grow tired and tell yourself you just needed to push a little longer. I saw you learn how to survive without resting, how to cope without healing, how to keep functioning while your heart carried weight it was never meant to hold. And still, I waited. There were moments when you felt a gentle pull inside, a thought that came and went, a nudge you quickly dismissed. That was me, speaking softly, because at that time softness was all your heart could handle. I did not speak louder then because you were still learning. You were still becoming. You were still fragile in ways you did not yet understand. So I waited, protecting you even from truths that would have overwhelmed you too soon. Waiting is not easy when you love deeply. It is painful to watch someone you love carry burdens unnecessarily. It hurts to see them believe they are alone when you are standing right there. There were times, when my heart grieved as I watched you struggle with things I longed to help you with. I watched you blame yourself for what was not your fault. I watched you feel unseen, misunderstood, and weary. And I stayed. I stayed faithful when you were inconsistent. I stayed present when you felt distant. I stayed gentle when you were hard on yourself. My faithfulness has never depended on your awareness of me. It has never depended on your perfect response. I have been faithful in silence, faithful in waiting, faithful in seasons when you thought nothing was happening. You may think that because time passed, the moment passed too. But understand this, waiting does not mean forgetting. Waiting does not mean losing interest. Waiting does not mean love grows weak. My waiting has been active. I have been guarding you, redirecting you, softening consequences, and keeping doors from closing completely while you were not ready to walk through them. There were times I watched you choose distraction over stillness. Not because you did not care, but because stillness felt too heavy. I did not punish you for that. I understood it. You were doing what you knew how to do to survive. So I waited for the moment when survival would no longer be enough, when your heart would begin to ache for something deeper, something truer, something real. I waited through seasons when you thought I was silent. I was not silent. I was patient. Silence and patience are not the same thing. Silence feels empty. Patience is full of intention. Every moment I waited, I was preparing you, shaping you, strengthening you in ways you could not see. Even your delays taught you something. Even your detours added depth. Nothing about your journey has been wasted. You may wonder why I did not step in sooner, why I allowed you to struggle for so long. Hear me gently now. Some lessons cannot be rushed. Some awareness only comes after experience. Some healing only becomes possible when you realize you cannot carry everything on your own. I did not abandon you to teach you a lesson. I stayed with you while you learned it. My love has never forced itself on you. I do not break down doors. I knock. I wait. I return again and again because I believe in you. Because I value your yes. Because relationship means a choice. And even when you did not answer, I did not stop waiting. There were nights when you felt empty and did not know why. Nights when you stared into the dark, feeling something missing but unable to name it. I was there in those moments, waiting, not accusing, not demanding, just present, hoping for the day when you would finally stop running and turn toward me. I have been faithful despite silence. Faithful when you spoke to me and when you did not. Faithful when you trusted and when you doubted. Faithful when you felt close and when you felt far. My faithfulness does not fluctuate with your attention. It flows from who I am. Please support our channel. Our work is to bring happiness in your life and devotion to God. And if you want, you can donate to us via Super Thanks to show your support. Now you are here. Now you are listening. And this is why I waited. Not to say I told you so, but to say I am still here. Still loving you. Still ready to walk with you. Still willing to carry what you no longer have to carry alone. Do not measure my waiting as absence. Measure it as patience. Measure it as love that refused to leave. Measure it as faithfulness that endured every silent season. I have waited for you because you are worth waiting for. And I am still here now, not tired of you, not disappointed in you, but ready, as I always have been, to meet you where you are and walk forward together. My child, there were moments when you chose silence. I do not say this to accuse you, and I do not say it to reopen wounds. I say it because I want you to understand your own story with gentleness and truth. I remember those moments clearly, not as failures, but as places where fear, fatigue, and uncertainty spoke louder than trust. I was there in each of them, even when you turned away. There were times when I nudged your heart softly and you felt it, even if only for a second. A thought that came and stayed longer than usual. A quiet discomfort when something did not feel right. A sense that you should pause, speak, leave, or begin something new. You noticed it. You questioned it. And then you chose silence. You told yourself it was nothing. You told yourself you were overthinking. You told yourself you would listen later. You delayed, not because you did not care, but because delay felt safer than response. Response felt like commitment. Response felt like change. Silence felt like control. So you postponed. You found reasons that sounded responsible. You told yourself that timing was wrong, that circumstances were complicated, that you needed more clarity before acting. Those excuses were not lies. They were shields. They protected you from uncertainty, but they also kept you from movement. I saw the moments when you said, "Not now." I heard the quiet bargains you made with yourself. Later, when things calm down. Later, when I feel stronger. Later, when I am more certain. You did not say no to me outright. You said not yet. And I respected that, even when it cost you peace. I want you to hear this without shame. I am not angry with you for those moments. I am not disappointed in you. I feel sorrow, not condemnation. Sorrow because I saw how heavy your heart already was, and how much lighter it could have been if you had answered sooner. Sorrow because I watched you carry questions alone that you never needed to carry by yourself. Silence matters, my child. Not because it offends me, but because it shapes you. When you ignore what you sense, even gently, your heart learns a pattern. It learns to delay awareness. It learns to quiet intuition. It learns to choose comfort over truth. Not all at once. Slowly. Almost imperceptibly. That is how avoidance works. It does not shout. It whispers, "This can wait." Avoidance slowly shapes the heart by teaching it not to respond. Each time you choose silence, responding becomes a little harder next time. Each time you postpone, clarity feels a little further away. Not because I move, but because your sensitivity dulls. The heart adapts to what it practices. If it practices listening, it grows sharper. If it practices avoiding, it grows quieter. I know you did not mean to ignore me. You were overwhelmed. You were tired. You were already stretched thin. Sometimes silence felt like the only way to survive. You felt that if you opened one more door emotionally or spiritually, everything might spill out. So you stayed quiet. You stayed busy. You stayed distracted. And I understood why. But silence also kept you from relief. It kept you from rest. It kept you from hearing reassurance when you needed it most. It allowed fear to fill the gaps where truth could have spoken. When you stayed silent, other voices stepped in. Doubt, self-criticism, worry. They spoke loudly in the quiet you avoided sharing with me. There were moments when your heart wanted to cry out, but your mouth stayed closed. Moments when you needed help but convinced yourself you should handle it alone. Moments when you longed for guidance but were afraid of what guidance might ask of you. Silence felt like protection, but it also became a burden. I do not recount these moments to bring regret. Regret without hope only wounds. I recount them to bring understanding. Understanding opens the door to change. You are not trapped by your past silence, but you need to recognize it to avoid repeating it. I stayed near you even when you chose silence. I did not step back. I did not withdraw my presence. I waited. I softened consequences where I could. I kept you from pasts that would have harmed you more deeply. My compassion did not stop because you did not respond. But some things were delayed, not because I withheld them, but because response opens doors that silence keeps closed. Silence can be respectful at times, but avoidance is different. Avoidance says, I am afraid to look, and fear grows in darkness. When you do not bring your fears into the light, they shape you quietly. They influence your choices. They shrink your courage. That is why silence matters. Not because I demand words, but because your heart needs truth. I know you feared that responding would cost you something. You feared losing control. You feared disappointment. You feared that if you listened, you would have to change, and change felt exhausting. So you stayed quiet. You stayed where things were familiar, even if they were heavy. But my child, silence has already cost you things too. It has cost you peace at times. It has cost you clarity. It has cost you rest. I do not say this to blame you, but to help you see why I am speaking so clearly now. Silence has shaped your heart long enough. It does not have to shape it anymore. You are not condemned for the moments you chose silence. You are invited now to choose response. One honest response can begin to undo years of avoidance. One moment of openness could restore sensitivity that felt lost. It is not too late. I am not here to replay your past. I am here to change your present. I am speaking now because I know you are capable of listening now. Your heart is still soft enough to respond. You are still aware enough to feel this moment. It matters more than how long you were silent before. Do not be afraid of answering me now because of the times you did not before. I am not keeping score. I am offering connection. Let the sorrow you feel turn into closeness, not shame. Let awareness replace avoidance. Let honesty replace silence. I am still here. I am still listening. And I am still waiting, not with disappointment, but with hope, because your story is not finished, and silence does not get the final word. Say amen. Jesus is my refuge and strength if he's your safe place in every storm. My child, when I say this is the final warning in this form, I need you to hear me carefully, without fear filling in the gaps. Final does not mean abandonment. Final does not mean my love is ending. Final does not mean I will disappear if you do not respond perfectly. My love does not expire. My presence does not withdraw. What changes are moments, not mercy. Windows, not my heart. There are seasons in your life, and there are windows within those seasons. Seasons are longer stretches of time where growth happens slowly, where lessons unfold, where you learn through experience. Windows are different. Windows are moments of heightened clarity, moments where awareness is sharpened, where something can be seen, understood, or chosen more easily than at any other time. This moment is a window. Grace always exists. I need you to know that. Grace does not run out. Grace does not disappear because you hesitate. Grace is part of who I am. But moments like this one do pass. Not because I withdraw them angrily, but because time moves forward and hearts change with what they practice. When a window is open, responding feels clearer. When it closes, responding feels heavier, slower, harder than it needed to be. This is why I am speaking with such clarity now. Not to scare you, but to help you recognize where you are standing. You are standing in a moment where responding will cost you less than it will later. Right now, your heart is open enough to feel this. You can still sense the weight of my words without shutting down. You can still feel urgency without panic. That is not guaranteed forever. Final, in this sense, means I will not keep repeating this same call in the same way. I will not keep interrupting you with the same clarity, the same intensity, the same openness in your heart. Not because I stop caring, but because hearts adjust to what they repeatedly ignore. Repeated warnings lose their impact when they are always postponed. And I love you too much to let this turn into background noise. I want you to understand the kindness behind this. If I kept speaking this same way again and again, your urgency would lose meaning. You would tell yourself, there will always be another moment like this. And that belief would slowly teach you to delay indefinitely. That is not freedom. That is quiet captivity to postponement. Grace still exists even if you do not respond now. I will still be near. I will still guide you where you allow me. But something would change internally. Responding later would require more effort, more courage, more breaking through habits that are forming now. Responding now is gentler. That is why I am asking you to answer while the door is open. Doors do not always slam shut. Most doors close quietly. One day you simply realize you do not feel what you once felt. The urgency fades. The sensitivity dulls. The awareness that once pressed on your heart becomes distant. And then you wonder why responding feels so hard, why faith feels heavier, why clarity feels far away. It is not because I move. It is because the moment passed. I am not saying this to fill you with regret. I am saying it to awaken you to opportunity. Opportunity always feels like wait before it feels like gift. But it is a gift. Right now, you are being given the chance to respond while your heart is still tender, while awareness is still sharp, while listening still feels possible. Responding while the door is open does not mean having everything figured out. It does not mean making a lifelong promise. It does not mean sudden perfection. It means choosing awareness over avoidance. It means choosing honesty over silence. It means acknowledging me instead of continuing to drift. This is why this is the final warning in this form. Because this form requires openness. It requires sensitivity. It requires a heart that can still feel the seriousness without hardening. And I see that in you right now. I see that you can still feel this. I see that you are still capable of responding. That is why I am speaking now and not later. I want you to feel the weight of this without fear. Weight does not mean danger. Weight means importance. Some moments are heavy because they shape direction more than others. This is one of those moments. Not because everything depends on it, but because something important begins or remains delayed depending on how you respond. I am not standing over you with a clock. I am standing beside you, pointing to the open door. I'm saying here. it out, while it is easier, while you can still hear me clearly. That is love. That is care. That is patience reaching its moment of clarity. If you choose not to respond now, I will not abandon you. But I will not keep knocking the same way. I will speak differently, more quietly, more indirectly. And you may not notice as easily. Not because I stop speaking, but because your attention will have learned to move on. I want better for you than a life shaped by delay. I want your path lighter than it has been. I want your growth to come through awareness, not through repeated struggle. That is why I am speaking now, with love that is honest and clear. Do not let the word final scare you. Let it focus you. Let it help you understand that this moment matters. Let it draw you closer instead of pushing you away. You are not being threatened. You are being trusted with a choice. The door is open now, not forever. Now. And responding does not require perfection. It requires presence. Stay here. Listen. Answer me while you can still feel this moment. My child, I want to speak to you honestly now about what your silence has been costing you. Not to accuse you, not to burden you with guilt, but to help you see clearly what has been slipping away quietly while you waited, postponed, and told yourself there would be time later. This is not about punishment. It is about consequence, and there is a difference born out of love. Silence does not announce what it takes from you. It does not arrive loudly or violently. It removes things gently, almost kindly, so you barely notice at first. You do not wake up one day and realize peace is gone. You simply feel a little more restless than before. You do not suddenly lose clarity. You just feel a little more unsure, a little more confused, a little more tired of deciding. This is how delay works. It does not break you all at once. It slowly drains what was meant to sustain you. Your silence has been costing you peace. Not the kind of peace that depends on circumstances, but the deep inner steadiness that comes from alignment. There were moments when peace was close, when relief was available, when rest could have settled in. But silence kept you moving instead of resting. It kept you managing instead of releasing. And so peace remained nearby but unreceived, like a gift left unopened because you were too busy to stop. Your silence has also been costing you clarity. Clarity grows where honesty lies. When you delay answering, delay listening, delay responding, your thoughts multiply without direction. Questions pile up without resolution. You begin to doubt what you once sensed clearly. You second-guess your own intuition. You tell yourself you are confused, when in truth, you are simply unheard by yourself and by me. Silence allows confusion to take root where clarity once waited patiently. Sensitivity had been another quiet loss. Sensitivity to my voice. Sensitivity to your own needs. Sensitivity to when something is misaligned. At first, you felt small nudges easily. You noticed discomfort quickly. You sensed when something needed attention. But repeated silence teaches the heart to turn down its volume. What once felt urgent now feels distant. What once stirred you now barely registers. This is not because you became bad or faithless. It is because the heart adapts to what it practices. I want you to understand this gently. You did not lose sensitivity because I stopped speaking. You lost it because listening was postponed too often. Sensitivity grows through response. It weakens through avoidance. And the cost of weakened sensitivity is not dramatic failure, but repetition. You have been repeating cycles that could have ended sooner. Same emotions resurfacing. Same exhaustion returning. Same questions circling without answers. Same longing rising and being put down again. Progress feels slow not because you are incapable, but because silence keeps resetting you to the same starting point. When response is delayed, lessons repeat. When awareness is postponed, growth takes longer than it needs to. This is not punishment. I need you to hear that clearly. Punishment is imposed. Consequence unfolds. I do not punish you for silence, but silence carries its own weight. When you do not address what needs attention, it does not disappear. It waits. And waiting things tend to return louder, heavier, more insistent. I see how tired you are of repeating yourself internally. Tired of promising yourself change and feeling stuck. Tired of cycles that feel familiar but draining. Silence has kept you circling instead of moving forward. Not because you are incapable of progress, but because progress requires engagement. It requires response. There were moments when a simple response could have shifted direction gently. A pause, an honest prayer, a willingness to stop and feel. Those moments passed quietly, not because I withdrew them, but because silence moved you past them. And each missed moment added a little more weight to your journey. I am not saying this to overwhelm you. I am saying it to bring understanding. Understanding breaks cycles. Shame keeps them alive. You do not need to punish yourself for the cost of silence. You need to see it clearly so you do not continue paying it. Your silence has also cost you ease. Life has felt harder than it needed to be. Not because your path was wrong, but because you have been carrying things longer than required. You held burdens meant to be released. You carried questions meant to be answered. You endured confusion meant to be clarified. Silence made you strong, but strength without rest becomes strain. I watched you push through days when relief was available. I watched you normalize heaviness that was never meant to become familiar. I watched you tell yourself this is just how life is now. And I want you to know something important. It does not have to be this heavy. Consequences are not condemnation. They are information. They show you what needs attention. The cost you feel now is not proof that you failed. It is proof that something needs to change. And change is still possible. Silence has taken peace, clarity, sensitivity, and momentum, but it has not taken your future. It has not taken my love. It has not taken the possibility of restoration. Those things are still here, but they require response to be received. I am revealing this to you now not to make you feel regret, but to help you stop the quiet losses from continuing. Awareness restores what silence weakened. One honest response can begin to return peace. One moment of listening can sharpen clarity again. One choice to stop avoiding can restore sensitivity. You may feel sadness as you hear this. Let it be clean sadness, not heavy shame. Sadness that leads to closeness, not distance. Sadness that says, I see now, not I failed. Seeing is the beginning of healing. I am not keeping a record against you. I am not measuring how much was lost. I am focused on what can still be restored. Right, amen. I trust you completely. Lord, if surrendering to Him brings peace, and share this video. My precious child, pause right here, right now. You didn't find this message by chance. I guided your steps here because your heart is finally ready to hear this. Listen closely, because within these words lies the secret I have kept hidden, waiting patiently until you were strong enough to see it. My beloved child, you are here because now is the moment I have prepared for you. Every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every hidden battle you fought, it has all led you right here, to this very second. For so long, you wondered if I was truly listening, if I had heard your prayers, seen your pain, and felt your struggle. My dear one, I heard every word, saw every tear, and carried you through every difficult night. I have kept certain things hidden from you, not to hurt you or make you feel forgotten, but because you were not yet ready. Some truths are so deep, so powerful, that they require your heart to grow stronger and your faith to deepen before you can hold them. You have grown more than you know, and today, your heart is finally strong enough. Now is the time you've been waiting for, even if you didn't realize it until this very moment. Child, nothing you have endured has ever been in vain. I saw every betrayal, every disappointment, every silent cry for help. I watched when those you trusted turned away, leaving you to face trials alone. I felt the sharp pain of your loneliness, the quiet despair you never shared. But even in those darkest moments, I was there, holding you together, strengthening your heart, building within you courage that you didn't know you possessed. You see, what felt like endless waiting, unanswered prayers, and forgotten dreams was actually my gentle protection. Had I given you what you wanted before you were ready, it might have broken you. I love you too much to allow that. I knew exactly when you would be ready today, at this very moment, and I carefully guided you toward this divine intersection of destiny. Now, I am beginning to reveal the mysteries I have kept secret. You will start to understand things that never made sense before. Questions you've held deep in your heart will finally receive answers. You'll see clearly how every delay was actually preparation, how every trial strengthened you, and how every moment of confusion was meant to lead you closer to me. My ways have always been higher, my plans always greater, even if they were hidden from your eyes. My precious child, I want you to trust me fully now. I am opening doors that have long been closed, bringing forth promises you thought were lost, and restoring dreams you believed were broken beyond repair. I am sending angels to your side right now to lift your burdens, heal your wounds, and fill your heart with a peace that no storm can ever take away. But you must hear this clearly. Do not ignore this message. Do not dismiss it as mere chance or coincidence. This is the moment you've prayed for, waited for, and silently longed for. I am giving you clear instructions. Let go of bitterness. Forgive those who hurt you. Release your fears and surrender fully to my love. Your obedience in this moment will unlock the miracles I have prepared for you. Do not turn away now, or you risk losing the blessings just beyond this message. Say amen if you believe you're chosen and loved. My beloved, I am not asking you to understand everything right now. I'm simply asking you to trust me. Trust that the unseen path ahead is already secured by my hand. Trust that your tears have watered the seeds of blessings that will now begin to bloom. Trust that the chains of yesterday are breaking even as you listen, and freedom is coming swiftly into your life. You have often asked, when will it finally be my turn? My dear one, today is that day. Your waiting is over. This is the beginning of your new season, where sorrow turns into joy, confusion becomes clarity, and every hurt transforms into strength. I have watched you become stronger, wiser, and humbler through your struggles. Now I am proud to say you are ready for the miracles I have set aside just for you. Within the next few moments, you will sense something extraordinary, a calm you cannot explain, a peace you have never felt, the warmth of my presence wrapped around your heart. Do not fear or doubt it. Know that it is me, coming closer to you than ever before. Let yourself receive my peace, my comfort, my strength, and my love. You are stepping into something beautiful, something beyond what your mind has imagined. Trust the process. Walk forward without looking back, for the past no longer has power over you. Your future is bright, your path secure, and your heart ready. Embrace what I am revealing today, knowing that I am with you, I love you, and nothing will ever separate you from my perfect, unending love. My beloved child, hear my voice and hold on to these words deep in your heart. I see clearly everything that has been weighing on you. I see the burdens you carry, the questions that haunt your mind, and the secret battles you fight daily. You have tried so hard to appear strong, even when you felt weak. You have smiled when inside your heart was breaking. You have pressed on when giving up felt so much easier. And in every moment, I stood beside you, quietly strengthening you, gently lifting you up each time you stumbled. Child, I want you to know this now, deeply and clearly. I am so proud of you. Yes, you. I am proud of the way you have faced each day, even when it was hard. Proud of how you kept trusting, even when the world around you seemed uncertain. Proud of every small step you took forward, even when the path felt dark and unclear. Your faithfulness in these quiet moments has not gone unnoticed. I have watched your every move, your every decision to choose hope over despair, kindness over bitterness, faith over fear. Today, I am here to give you rest from those heavy burdens. You have carried enough pain, enough sadness, enough worry. Let me carry it for you now. Lay everything down at my feet, the worries about your family, your finances, your health, and your future. You don't have to carry these things alone. I am strong enough for both of us. Give me every fear, every doubt, every hurt. I promise to take them and replace them with peace, hope, and comfort. Listen closely now, child. I am working out things in your life that you cannot yet see. I know at times you feel confused, wondering why certain things have happened or why some things have not yet changed. But trust me when I say this, I am guiding every step. Even when you can't see the road ahead, my hand is leading you. You may not understand my ways, but soon you will look back and see clearly how I have worked everything together for your good. There is a special reason why I waited until today to reveal this message to you. Before today, you were not ready. You still had lessons to learn, strength to build, and trust to deepen. But now, your heart is ready, your soul strong, your spirit prepared. The hardships you have faced were not punishments. They were the necessary steps to bring you closer to the incredible blessings I have planned. My beloved, what I am about to bring into your life is more beautiful than you can imagine. You have waited patiently, praying and believing even when the answers seemed slow to arrive. But your time has finally come. I am opening new doors that no one can shut. I am placing people in your life who will love, support, and encourage you. I am healing wounds you thought could never be healed, restoring relationships you believed were forever broken, and making a way where you saw no possible path forward. Yet, as I do these wonderful things for you, I need you to remain close to me. Stay faithful, stay humble, and never forget that it is my hand guiding you. I have seen the enemy try to discourage you, whispering lies into your ear, telling you that you are not good enough, that you are forgotten, and that things will never change. Those are lies. Protect them. You are more precious to me than you can ever comprehend. You are chosen, loved, and deeply valued by me. Child, do not look back at the past with regret or sorrow. Everything you have walked through has shaped you into who you are today. Each experience, even the painful ones, has made you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Let go of any bitterness or anger. Forgive those who have hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because I desire freedom for your heart. Forgiveness will break the chains that hold you down, and it will open your life to the new blessings waiting just ahead. Remember, I am not asking you to carry these burdens alone. I am right here, holding your hand, walking beside you through every step. When you feel weak, lean into me. When doubts fill your mind, speak my name, and peace will flood your heart. I am the God who calms storms, who heals wounds, and who turns darkness into light. Now, my child, as you step forward from this moment, walk with confidence, knowing that I go before you. Your future is secure because I have already written every chapter. No matter what tomorrow brings, you will not face it alone. I am with you, guiding you, protecting you, and loving you more deeply than you can possibly understand. Trust me completely, beloved. Surrender every fear, every worry, every doubt to me, and watch as I unfold my perfect plan for your life. Your heart is ready. Your time is now. Take my hand, and together, let us step into this new chapter filled with hope, joy, and endless possibilities. Please support our channel. Our goals is to bring happiness in your life and to bring devotion and reverence towards God. And if you want, you can donate us through the super thanks button down below. My child, there is something else I want you to hear, and I need you to take it seriously. You must not rush past this moment. You must not brush off what I'm speaking into your heart right now. Because this is a holy moment, one that I created just for you. You've been asking, God, when will it be my turn? You've wondered why it seems like everyone else is moving forward, getting answers, finding peace, and you've been stuck. You've questioned if I forgot you. But I never did. Not for 1 second. I have been watching, waiting, preparing, and now I'm calling you forward. You are stepping into a new season. But you must leave the old one behind. That means you have to let go of things that no longer belong in your life. Some people, some thoughts, some habits, you already know what they are. You felt the gentle nudges before. You felt that uncomfortable feeling in your heart. That was me, speaking softly to your spirit. Now I'm speaking clearly. Let go. You don't need those things to move forward. They were part of your past, but they cannot go with you into your future. I have greater things for you, better things, things you've dreamed of, and even blessings you've never thought to ask for. But to receive them, your hands must be open. You cannot hold tightly to what I am asking you to release. I know that letting go can feel scary. I know that change is not easy. But child, trust me. I am not taking things from you to leave you empty. I am removing the weight that's been holding you down. I am cutting away what has been slowing your steps. What I give in return will be so full of life, so filled with peace, that you'll wonder why you held on for so long. You have cried over closed doors. You have begged me to reopen things I have already taken out of your path. But I did not close those doors to hurt you. I closed them because they were not leading to the life I created for you. And now, I am placing new doors in front of you, doors that open into freedom, healing, joy, and purpose. All I ask is that you trust me enough to walk through them when I say it's time. And it is time. Time to believe again. Time to hope again. Time to love without fear. Time to speak life over yourself instead of doubt. You have waited long enough. You have questioned yourself long enough. You have tried to figure everything out on your own long enough. Let me take over now. Let me be the one who leads, who holds you steady, who shows you what's next. I know there are voices around you that make you second guess. I know people have spoken words that made you feel small, unworthy, or forgotten. But I need you to hear my voice louder than theirs. I call you worthy. I call you loved. I call you chosen. I call you mine. There is no mistake in you. There is no shame in you. There is no failure that defines you. What you carry now is purpose. What you carry now is promise. I placed it there from the very beginning. Before anyone knew your name, I already knew the path I would walk with you. And I have never changed my mind about you. So today, rise. Not in your own strength, but in mine. I from the pain, from the fear, from the regret. Stand tall, knowing that you are not who your past says you are who I say you are. And I say you are a light in the darkness. I say you are strong, because my strength is in you. I say you are ready, because I have made you ready. I will be with you every step. When you wake up unsure, I'll be there. When you feel weak, I'll be your strength. When you don't know what to say or do, I'll whisper to your heart. You are not alone. Not ever. Keep your eyes on me, child. I am the one who makes the way. I am the one who brings beauty from broken places. I am the one who turns sorrow into joy, mourning into dancing, and ashes into glory. And I'm doing that for you right now. I see you still holding on to pieces of your past wounds that haven't fully healed, words that still echo in your heart, moments you wish you could erase. I see the quiet pain you tried to hide. But I want you to know this. I never turned my face from you. I was with you in those moments. Every tear that fell, I caught. Every hurt you couldn't explain, I felt. I never stopped loving you. Not even for a breath. You are not damaged. You are not forgotten. You are not beyond repair. What others saw as weakness, I see as strength. The fact that you are still here, still standing, still hoping, that is proof of the fire I placed inside you. And now, that fire is about to rise. But child, there's something important I need you to understand. The healing I want to give you doesn't only fix what's broken, it brings new life. I don't just patch old wounds, I make you whole. I give peace that stays. I give joy that doesn't run dry. I give strength when yours runs out. You've tried to heal on your own. You've tried to move on by pretending nothing hurt. But real healing doesn't come from hiding. It comes from honesty with me and with yourself. Let me into the parts of you you've kept guarded. The parts you said you'd deal with later. The pain you've pushed deep down. I can handle all of it. I'm not scared of your wounds. I came to heal them. Let go, my child. You've carried this long enough. You've tried to fix things in your own way, in your own time, but I'm asking you now to trust me with it. Lay it down. The shame, the fear, the guilt, the questions, the blame, all of it. I want to carry it for you. You were never meant to bear it alone. You've believed the lie that you have to be perfect, that you have to get everything right before I'll move in your life. That's not true. I move because I love. I act because I care. Not because you perform, but because you're mine. I am the one who lifts the broken. I'm the one who restores what was lost. I am the one who makes the desert bloom again. And yes, I am doing that in your life now. You don't have to beg me. I've already said yes. Yes to healing. Yes to helping you. Yes to guiding you through this next season. All I need is your trust. I know that trust is hard when you've been let down before. I know people have promised things and didn't follow through. I know you've opened your heart and been hurt. But I am not like them. I do not lie. I do not fail. I do not forget. I have held every promise I've ever made to you. Even the ones you forgot. Even the ones you thought were too late. My timing is not slow, it is perfect. And the time is now. You will begin to feel lighter. Not because the problems disappear in a second, but because my presence brings peace in the middle of this storm. That peace is already near. You can feel it. That's me. I'm here. Comment amen if your heart is ready to receive more of him. I want you to breathe. Right now, just take a deep breath. Let the weight that's been pressing on your chest start to lift. You don't have to carry everything anymore. You've been holding so much inside, trying to be strong for everyone, trying to keep going when your heart is tired. But now it's time to rest in me. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm just asking you to be honest with me. Honest with your pain, your hopes, and even your doubts. I see how hard it's been for you to trust again. Life has been unfair. People have disappointed you. Some left you when you needed them most. Some said they cared, but their actions didn't match their words. And now, a part of you wonders if I will leave too. If I will let you down like they did. My precious one, listen closely. I never left. Not even once. I never turned away. Not even when you were angry at me. Not when you cried out in frustration. Not when you felt lost and didn't know what to pray. I stayed. I stayed because you mattered to me. Because my love doesn't depend on how perfect you are or how well you behave. My love is constant, is strong, is personal, and it's yours. Let this truth sink deep into your heart. You are loved. Fully. Completely. Right now, just as you are. Not when you get it all together. Not when you figure everything out. But now, in the middle of your questions, in the middle of your mess, I love you. I see your dreams, the ones you're too scared to speak out loud. The ones you've buried because they seem too big or too far away. But I placed those dreams inside you, child. They came from me, and I haven't forgotten them. I'm still working, still preparing, still opening the right doors at the right time. Don't lose hope. Don't give up before the breakthrough. You're closer than you think. I also see the thoughts that keep you up at night. The what ifs. The why did this happen? The worries about tomorrow. I'm asking you now to hand them over to me. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to rest in the fact that I do. I see the whole picture. You see a small part. And I promise you, the story I'm writing for your life is filled with goodness. There will be laughter again. There will be peace in your home. There will be restoration in your heart. You will walk with joy again, not fake joy, not a mask you wear to hide the pain, but real, deep, lasting joy that comes from knowing you are safe in my hands. Let me teach you how to trust again. Let me show you what love really looks like. Let me remind you of who you are, not what life told you, not what others said, but who I say you are. You are chosen. You are mine. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are exactly where I can reach you. My child, I know you're tired. I know sometimes you feel like giving up, like nothing is changing, and the waiting is just too long. But I need you to hear me. Don't stop now. You've come so far. You fought battles that no one even knows about. You survived things that tried to break you. And through it all, you've kept your heart open. You've kept reaching for me even when it hurt. That means more to me than you can ever imagine. You may not see it yet, but things are already shifting. Slowly, gently, like the morning light after a long night. The answers you've been praying for are coming. The healing you've asked for is beginning. The peace you've longed for is near. I'm moving, even when you don't feel it. I am working, even when everything seems still. And I promise, I will not let your pain be wasted. Everything you've walked through is part of the plan. Not to harm you, but to prepare you. You've learned how to trust me in the dark. You've learned how to keep believing when there was no sign. That kind of faith is powerful. It shakes the enemy. It touches heaven. And now, that faith is leading you into something new. But listen closely, don't rush ahead. Don't try to force things. Just walk with me, step by step. Let me guide your heart. Let me teach you how to move with peace, not panic. With trust, not fear. With joy, not pressure. I will open the doors that need to open. I will close the ones that will only hurt you. I will protect you from what you can't see, and I will provide what you didn't even know you needed. You don't have to figure everything out today. You don't need to carry all the answers. You only need to hold my hand. I will lead you. And while you wait, I want you to keep your heart soft. Keep loving. Keep showing kindness. Keep doing good, even when it's not returned. The seeds you're planting now, seeds of faith, of love, of patience, they will grow. I see every one of them, and I will bring the harvest in due time. Don't listen to the lie that says you're stuck or forgotten. You're not. You're hidden in my care, growing in ways you don't even realize. And when the time is right, the world will see the beauty I've been forming in you. So breathe, child. Rest your heart. Stay close to me. I'm not just walking with you, I'm carrying you when you're weak. I'm speaking peace over your soul. And I'm so proud of you. You are not alone, and you never will be. There's something else I want you to know. You haven't missed your chance. You haven't gone too far. You haven't run out of time. I know it might feel like you're behind, like you should be further along by now. But that's not how I see it. My timing is perfect, and you are right where you need to be for what I'm about to do next. You see, I've been building something deep inside you. Not something quick, not something shallow, but something strong. something that can last. That's why it's taken time. That's why some things didn't happen as fast as you hoped. I wasn't punishing you. I was protecting the purpose I placed inside you. I care more about who you are becoming than how fast you're moving. I want your heart whole, your spirit strong, and your roots deep in me. Because when the blessing comes, and it will come, I want you to be ready to hold it, carry it, and walk in it without fear. So stop comparing your journey to others. You're not late. You're not behind. You're walking a path I made just for you. And what I have for you, no one else can take. The doors I open for you, no one can close. The gifts I give you, no one can steal. The peace I offer, no storm can shake. You don't have to rush. You don't have to prove yourself. Just stay close to me. Trust my pace. Trust my voice. Trust that I'm leading you exactly where you're meant to be. I know it's hard to wait. I know there are days you feel forgotten. But I'm asking you to hold on just a little longer. Keep showing up. Keep praying. Keep believing. Because your breakthrough is not far off. It's closer than you think. I'm already working behind the scenes. I'm already shifting things in your favor. And soon, you'll see with your own eyes what I've been preparing in the dark. And when it comes, it won't just bless you. It will bless others through you. Your story will shine. Your healing will speak hope. Your journey will remind others that I am faithful. So don't give up. Don't quit now. The best is still coming, and I will walk with you into it, hand in hand, heart to heart. You are mine, and I am not finished with your story. My child, take this moment right now and just be still. Let your heart settle. Let the noise of everything around you fade for a little while. You don't have to have all the answers today. You don't have to fix everything or figure out what's next. I just want you to know this: I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. Sometimes you felt like your prayers are too small, like your voice isn't loud enough to reach me. But that's not true. I heard every whisper. I've seen every tear fall. Nothing you've said to me has ever been ignored. Even the prayers you stopped praying because you thought I didn't answer, I remember them all. I've been holding them close, waiting for the right time to act. That time is coming. Write amen if he's restoring what you thought was lost. You are not invisible to me. You are not just one face in the crowd. I know you by name. I know every thought before it's spoken. I know what makes your heart race with joy, and I know what keeps you up at night. And I care about all of it. Nothing in your life is too small or too big for me. You don't need fancy words when you talk to me. Just speak from your heart. I understand even the words you can't say out loud. Sometimes your silence speaks louder than your words, and I still hear you. I'm always listening, always near. I also want you to stop being so hard on yourself. I see how often you look back at your past and feel shame, like you should have known better or done more. But I've already forgiven you. I'm not holding those things against you. I'm not measuring your worth by your mistakes. I'm looking at your heart, and I see someone who is trying, someone who is reaching for me even when it's hard. That matters to me. You are not a failure. You are not weak. You are growing. And growth takes time. It takes falling and getting back up. It takes learning and unlearning. I'm proud of how far you've come, even if you don't see it yet. I'm proud of the way you keep showing up, even when you're tired. I'm proud of the way you love, even after being hurt. I am with you in every moment, in your joys, in your pain, in your waiting, and in your wondering. I haven't left, and I never will. I'm walking with you through it all, and I will carry you when you can't walk on your own. So rest in that, my child. Let my love hold you. Let my peace cover you. You don't need to do anything right now but receive this truth. I am here. I love you. And I'm not finished with you. Not even close. Before end this video, let's pray together. Dear Jesus, I come to you today with a heart that feels tired and heavy. You see the feelings I try to hide, the pain, the sadness, the questions I don't have answers for. I know you care about every part of me, even the broken pieces I'm afraid to show. Please touch the deep wounds in my heart that only you understand. Pour your gentle love over the hurt places and bring peace to where there's been pain. Help me feel safe in your presence and trust that you are working, even when I don't see it yet. Lord, if there's any bitterness, fear, or hurt I'm still carrying, help me to let it go. I don't want anything to stand between me and your healing. Teach me to forgive, even when it's hard. Teach me to be gentle with myself as I walk this journey with you. Please send your Holy Spirit to comfort me. Remind me that I'm never alone. When my thoughts are heavy, give me peace. When I feel lost, guide me with your light. And Lord, as I heal, help me to be kind to others who are hurting too. Use my story to bring hope to someone else. Let my life show how real your love is. Let it speak of your goodness. I place all my trust in you. I know you are the source of true healing. Thank you for loving me just as I am, and for never giving up on me. In your name, Jesus, I pray. Amen. Type amen if this message touched your heart. And don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. My beloved child, stop everything you are doing right now and listen to me. This moment is not ordinary. This hour is not common. And this word is not random. Heaven itself is moving. The atmosphere around you is shifting, and I, your Lord and Savior, am speaking to you now. You did not stumble upon this message by accident, nor is it something you can treat lightly or push aside for later. I placed it before you at the exact moment I knew your heart would be ready to hear it. I have been preparing you for this word, drawing you through storms and silence, through nights of weeping and days of waiting, so that when this hour arrived you would not miss it. What I am about to reveal to you is not for tomorrow, not for next week, not for some distant time in your imagination. My child, it is unfolding today, right now, in this very moment. And if you ignore these words, if you let your attention wander or your heart grow distracted, you will miss what I have already set in motion for your life. I am drawing near to you with a voice that cannot be mistaken, with a presence that cannot be denied. There are moments when I whisper gently, when I nudge softly, when I wait patiently for you to notice me. But this is not one of those moments. This is an appointed time, a divine interruption, a holy encounter. I am calling you with urgency because the window before you is narrow. The opportunity at hand is critical, and the shift that is taking place in the unseen realms requires your awareness. Heaven's clock has struck a decisive hour, and I do not want you to walk past it as though it were ordinary. You are standing in a sacred intersection, where your obedience, your listening, and your response will determine the measure of what you receive. That is why I speak with such weight, with such intensity, with such unshakable love. My child, you have cried out for a sign, you have asked for confirmation, you have pleaded with me to make my will clear to you. This is it. This is the sign you asked for. This is the voice you prayed to hear. Every word that follows has been chosen carefully, not as empty encouragements or vague phrases, but as living truth breathed from my spirit directly into your life. You are not hearing this by chance. I arranged it long before you even knew to ask. I carved this moment into time itself, knowing that your weary heart would need it, that your searching soul would long for it, and that your trembling faith would be strengthened by it. Do not doubt this. Do not allow the enemy to whisper that it is coincidence or imagination. I am speaking directly to you, and I need you to lean in with all your heart. There are things unfolding in your life and in the world around you that cannot be postponed. The shaking has already begun, the doors have already started to open, and the atmosphere has already shifted. I have set in motion a divine plan that will not wait for hesitation, nor will it pause for fear. The blessings, the breakthroughs, the miracles I have prepared are being released today. The alignment I promised, the restoration you long for, the answers you thought were delayed, they are entering your path even now. But you must be ready to receive them. You must be awake to notice them. You must listen carefully to every word I speak, for they are not simply sounds. They are keys, instructions, and confirmations that will unlock the very things you have been praying for. If you turn away now, if you dismiss this as just another message, you will not only forfeit the encouragement I long to give you, but you will risk missing the very breakthrough I have already placed in your path. Understand this deeply. My words are never wasted. They are sent with purpose, they carry power, and they achieve what I send them to accomplish. This is why I am asking for your full attention, why I am commanding you not to let distractions steal this moment. The enemy knows the weight of what is being spoken, and he will try to cloud your mind with doubts, to stir your heart with anxiety, to convince you that this message is not for you. But I tell you clearly, my beloved child, it is for you. It is yours. It is my voice to your soul, and I do not want you to let it slip past you. You have been walking through a season where silence felt heavy, where prayers seemed unanswered, and where the days blurred together with waiting and wondering. You questioned if I had forgotten you, if I still saw you, if my promises had grown stale. But even in those quiet seasons, I was weaving together the details, arranging the pieces, aligning the timing. What you thought was delay was actually preparation. What you thought was absence was actually my nearness. And what you thought was silence was actually the sound of heaven preparing for this very hour. Now I am speaking with clarity, with urgency, with unmistakable power, because the season of waiting is giving way to a season of sudden fulfillment. Right, I am nothing without you. Lord, if He's your strength. My child, can you feel it even now? That stirring in your spirit, that trembling in your chest, that sense that something holy is pressing upon you. That is my presence surrounding you. That is my spirit confirming to you that these are not empty words, but living truth. I am drawing you into a deeper awareness, because what is coming requires your readiness. Something huge is about to happen today, not in vague distance, but in tangible reality. Heaven's doors are opening, angels are moving, and my hand is already reaching into your circumstances. You will see shifts in your environment, changes in your relationships, answers in your prayers, and signs in your daily path. that will confirm what I am saying now. But hear me again, beloved. If you ignore these words, you risk missing the blessing. I am not speaking to frighten you, but to awaken you. I am not pressing with urgency to burden you, but to prepare you. I am not filling your heart with anticipation for nothing. I am declaring to you that I am at work, that I have heard you, and that I am moving today. This is why I said stop everything. This is why I called for your full attention, because you cannot afford to let this pass by. Think of how many times you asked me if I was near. Think of the nights you cried, asking for a clear word, begging me to show you that I was still with you. Do you not see? This is that word. This is that answer. This is the confirmation you have longed for. I am saying to you now, I have never left you. I have never abandoned you. I have never ignored your prayers. I have been with you every step, and now I am breaking through the silence to make sure you know it. Heaven is not distant from you. It is surrounding you. The unseen realm is active on your behalf even now. So listen carefully, my beloved child. Take these words as living bread for your soul. Do not treat them as casual or ordinary. They are not. They are sacred, they are holy, they are direct from my heart to yours. If you hold on to them, if you let them anchor you, if you allow them to shape your next steps, you will not only endure the days ahead, you will step into the fullness of what I have already prepared for you. I am not speaking of years away. I am not speaking of some far-off season. I am speaking of today. Something huge is happening today, and you must be ready. My beloved child, listen to me with all of your heart and lean in closely, for this is no accident. Do not think for a moment that you stumbled upon these words by chance, or that you are hearing them at just any ordinary time. I tell you, this is a divine interruption, a holy invasion of your life. I, the Lord your God, have stepped into this very moment to speak to you directly, because you are chosen, you are set apart, and you are loved beyond what you can imagine. I arranged this encounter long before you ever thought to ask for it. I set it in place because I knew that your heart would need it, that your spirit would cry out for it, and that your life would depend upon it. I call you now to silence every distraction. Lay aside the noise of the world, the endless voices that demand your attention, the anxieties that pull at your mind, and the thoughts that make your heart restless. Be still before me. For if you try to hold on to your busyness, if you let the noise of the world drown out my voice, you will miss the blessing that I am pouring out upon you this very day. I tell you again, this is not a casual word. It is not something you can return to later. It is not a message you could half listen to. What I am speaking to you now carries eternal weight, and it has been sent to you at this very hour for a holy reason. Do you not see how carefully I have orchestrated this? Every delay you faced, every closed door, every unexpected turn, none of it was random. It was me positioning you, shaping you, preparing you to hear this very word. You are here because I summoned you. This moment is holy because I made it holy. And I tell you with urgency, if you treat it lightly, you will regret it. Not because I am a God of cruelty, but because you will miss the abundance I long to give you, the breakthrough I have prepared for you, and the peace that is waiting for you if only you will listen and receive. My child, there have been many times when I whispered to you and you did not notice. There have been moments when I nudged you gently and you dismissed it as nothing. There were signs I placed in your path, answers hidden in the quiet, and confirmations woven into your days, but you overlooked them because the distractions were too loud. I do not condemn you for this. I understand the weight you carry, the burdens that press on you, and the noise that surrounds you. But now I will not whisper. Now I will not merely nudge. I am speaking clearly, with urgency, with a voice that cuts through every distraction. Because what I am about to do in your life requires your attention, your faith, and your obedience. I am warning you, my beloved, if you dismiss this moment, you will miss something precious. You will miss the blessing I am pouring out, the breakthrough I have positioned in your path, and the healing I am ready to release into your life. Do not take these words lightly. This is your divine appointment. This is the moment you prayed for when you asked me to make my will clear. This is the answer to the secret cries of your heart when you said, Lord, speak to me. Show me that you are near. Give me direction. I am answering you now. If you turn away, if you close your heart, you will forfeit the very thing you asked me for. My child, do you know why I speak with such weight? Because I love you too much to let you driven. I love you too much to let you walk past this moment unaware. I love you too much to stay silent when your destiny hangs in the balance. This is why I have interrupted your day, why I have set this word before you, why I am pleading with you to listen carefully. I am not a distant God who speaks only in thunder and lightning. I am near, I am present, and I am speaking softly yet firmly into the deepest places of your soul. I am calling you back to the center, calling you to focus, calling you to turn your ear to me alone. Please support our channel, for our only goal is to bring joy and peace into your life and to draw your heart closer to God in devotion and reverence. And if you feel touched by these efforts, you can show your love through the super thanks button down below. Think about how many voices you hear every day. The voices of doubt, of fear, of comparison, of guilt. The voices of people who do not understand you. The voices of the world that shout constantly for your attention. The whispers of the enemy that tell you that you are unworthy, forgotten, or abandoned. These voices have fought to drown out mine. They have pulled at your heart. They have stolen your peace. They have clouded your vision. But I am silencing them now. I am cutting through the noise with clarity. And I command you, do not listen to them. Do not let them distract you. Fix your eyes on me, for my voice is the only one that leads to life. I tell you plainly, the reason you are here, the reason you are reading these words is because I chose you to hear them. Many will pass this by. Many will scroll past. Many will dismiss it. Many will harden their hearts and say, this is not for me. And they will miss their blessing. They will cry later, wishing they had stayed, wishing they had listened, wishing they had received. But you, my child, must not be among them. Do not let doubt rob you of what I am pouring out. Do not let fear convince you that this word is not yours. You are chosen. You are called. You are the one I am speaking to right now. Do not underestimate the weight of what I am saying. Heaven does not speak without reason. Every word that comes from my mouth carries power. My word is living and active, sharper than any sword, stronger than any barrier, able to break chains, open doors, and bring life where there was only despair. When I speak, creation responds. When I speak, angels move. When I speak, darkness trembles. And I am speaking to you now. If you will only believe, if you will only hold on to this, you will see miracles unfold in your life that you never thought possible. My beloved, I want you to understand something very clearly. The reason I am urging you not to ignore this moment is because I have already set blessings in motion on your behalf. I have already dispatched angels to guard you, to guide you, to bring into your life the very answers you have been waiting for. But if you close your heart, if you let unbelief harden you, if you walk away, you will miss them. Not because I have taken them away, but because you will not be in position to receive them. This is why I call you to focus. This is why I ask for your undivided attention. Because the blessings are already on their way, and I do not want you to miss them. Do you feel the urgency in your spirit even now? That pull, that stirring, that sense that something is different about this very moment. That is me. That is my spirit pressing upon you, confirming to you that this is not ordinary. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it as emotion. This is holy. This is real. This is heaven reaching into your life with purpose. My child, I have chosen you. I have called you by name. You are mine. And I am telling you now, listen carefully, stay alert, guard this moment with reverence, because everything I am about to reveal is for your good, for your future, for your healing, and for your destiny. Do not let it slip past you. Do not allow the enemy to steal it from you. Hold on to it tightly, for it is a treasure sent from heaven to you in this very hour. My beloved child, open your heart wider now, for I am about to show you something that will change how you see your very existence. Heaven is not distant, far away in unreachable skies. Heaven is moving around you right now. The unseen realm is alive with activity, and you are not as alone as you have believed. Even as you sit here, even as you breathe, my angels are already positioned around you. They are not far. They are not delayed. They are not uncertain of their assignment. They are here, surrounding you like a shield, standing guard over your life, preparing the way for the miracle I am about to release. The atmosphere around you is shifting, though your natural eyes may not see it. The air of your spirit has already changed. The heaviness you carried has begun to lift. The burdens that weighed on you are being broken, and the chains that tried to hold you are snapping one by one. Can you not feel it, my child? That subtle stirring in your heart, that sense of peace where there once was panic, that breath of hope where despair once reigned, that is heaven moving in your midst. It is not imagination. It is not coincidence. It is my hand, my presence, my army of angels surrounding you. Today is not like other days. This is not routine, not common, not simply another turn of the calendar. This day is marked by my intervention. I have written this day with fire. I have carved it into eternity with purpose. And I have released heaven's resources into your life in ways you will soon see with your own eyes. Do not think for a moment that your prayers have been in vain, that your tears have been ignored, or that your waiting has been wasted. Every word you spoke in desperation, every sigh you breathed in silence, every longing you carried when you felt unseen, I have gathered them all, and today I am moving in response. Even now, angels are carrying assignments with your name written upon them. They are bringing peace into your restless nights. They are bringing provision where you saw lack. They are bringing healing into the very places of your body, your mind, and your soul that cried out for restoration. They are opening doors that no man can shut, doors you thought were long sealed, opportunities you thought were lost forever. My angels are working even in the hearts of people you have prayed for, softening what seemed hard, turning what seemed resistant, lining what seemed impossible. You may not see it all at once, but you will soon see the evidence. What you once thought would never shift will begin to move, and you will know that heaven has acted on your behalf. Do not underestimate what is happening around you right now. Do not dismiss the stirring as small or insignificant. For I tell you the truth, what begins in the unseen realm is greater than anything you can yet imagine. The unseen is shaping the seen. The spiritual is realigning the natural. The divine is invading the earthly. This is why you feel a tension in your spirit, why you sense a holy urgency, why something deep within you is awakening. It is because the unseen has already shifted, and the natural is catching up with it. My child, I want you to understand that I never send my angels without reason. They do not wander aimlessly. They do not appear without purpose. They are ministers of my will, flames of fire carrying out my commands, and today they are carrying out assignments for you. Do not think yourself too small, too unworthy, or too forgotten for such attention. You are mine. You are chosen. You are beloved. And for you, I have moved heaven into motion. For you, I have positioned warriors of light. For you, I have commanded angels to stand guard. You may not see them, but their presence is real. You may not hear them, but their work is undeniable. When you feel peace wash over you suddenly, when you sense protection in moments that could have destroyed you, when you experience doors opening where there was no way, know this: my angels have been there. I sent them. I commanded them, and they obeyed for your sake. Comment Jesus, be my defender if you trust His protection. Today is holy, my child. Today is marked by my hand. Do not treat it as ordinary. Many days passed where you waited and saw little change, but this day carries the fragrance of breakthrough. This day is soaked in divine timing. This day carries the fingerprints of heaven. You will look back and say, that was the day everything shifted. That was the day God moved for me. That was the day the impossible became possible. Lift your eyes beyond what you see in the natural. Do not measure your life by your circumstances, for circumstances are temporary, but my word is eternal. What I am declaring now will outlast the storms. It will break through the barriers. It will remain standing when everything else crumbles. My intervention is not fleeting. It is not fragile. It is not conditional upon man's approval. It is rooted in my power, anchored in my love, and carried by the authority of heaven itself. I know, my beloved, that you have grown weary. I know the days have felt long, the nights even longer. I know you have looked at your situation and wondered, Lord, when will things change? When will I see the answers? When will I walk in freedom? I tell you now, this is the day I have appointed. This is the day the answers begin to unfold. This is the day freedom starts to break forth. Not tomorrow, not years from now, but today. Do not despise small signs. When you see peace where there was fear, rejoice. When you see even one door open, celebrate. When you feel weight lifting, give thanks. For these are the first ripples of a greater wave. These are the early signs of the full breakthrough. Do not overlook them. Do not dismiss them. They are proof that heaven has already moved. My child, I do not want you to walk with fear any longer. The enemy will try to convince you that nothing has changed, that these words are just feelings, that what you long for will never come. But I tell you, rebuke those lies. Stand firm on my word. Believe that I am moving even when you cannot yet see. Trust that the unseen is already shifting the scene. For faith is not sight. Faith is believing me even when nothing looks different. Faith is knowing that if I have spoken it, it is already done. The unseen realm is aligning for you. Everything that once resisted is being softened. Every delay is being broken. Every chain is being snapped. Every obstacle is being moved. And the angels I have assigned are ensuring that what I have spoken over you comes to pass. No enemy can stand against it. No power can resist it. No scheme can do it. For when I declare a thing, it shall be established. So listen carefully, my beloved. Today is not like other days. Today is marked by my intervention. Today carries the seal of heaven. Today I have moved on your behalf. Do not doubt it. Do not minimize it. Do not miss it. Receive it, embrace it, and walk forward with faith. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken it, and it is already unfolding. My beloved child, draw near to me now, for I want to speak to the deepest part of your heart. I have seen what no one else has seen. I have watched the hidden battles you fought when no one was there to cheer you on. I have walked beside you in the lonely nights when your pillow was soaked with tears, when your mind was restless with questions, when your spirit was weary and heavy with burdens too deep to share. I have been with you in the hours when silence seemed to roar louder than any sound, when your cries felt unanswered, and when your prayers felt like they dissolved into the air. My child, I want you to know this truth beyond any shadow of doubt. I heard every prayer. I saw every tear. Not one was wasted. There were moments when you thought no one cared. Times when you felt invisible, unheard, forgotten even by me. You asked, Lord, where are you? Do you see me? Do you hear me? Do you care? And though you could not feel my presence then, I was closer to you than your very breath. I bent low to collect the tears that streamed from your eyes. I leaned in to hear the whispers of your broken heart. Every word you uttered in pain was recorded in my heart. Every sigh that escaped your chest was understood by me as clearly as if you had spoken it aloud. Nothing you endured slipped past my notice. My beloved, you must understand how precious you are to me. Your tears are not forgotten droplets lost in the earth. They are treasures gathered by my hands. I hold them in a bottle, as my word has promised, and I carry them with tenderness. Each tear is a testimony of your endurance, a witness of your faith even when your faith felt small. Each tear has been woven into the fabric of the miracle I am preparing for you. Do not think your pain was wasted. Do not think your nights of weeping served no purpose. Even your suffering has been a seed, planted in faith, watered with tears, and destined to bear fruit in my timing. I know how weary you have felt. I know how the weight of disappointment pressed against your chest like a heavy stone. I know how you tried to smile when your heart was breaking, how you carried yourself through the day while crumbling inside. You thought no one noticed, but I did. I watched as you fought battles no one applauded you for. I watched as you chose to keep going when everything in you wanted to give up. I saw the courage it took to rise each morning when your soul begged for rest. And I tell you now, my child, I am proud of you. You did not endure in vain. Every battle shaped you. Every tear watered the ground of your destiny. Every sleepless night drew me closer to your heart. You could not see it then, but I was strengthening you, refining you, preparing you for what is unfolding now. Your pain was not punctuated with preparation. Your struggle was not abandonment, it was alignment. I was molding your character, deepening your faith, and sharpening your discernment. What you thought was breaking you was actually building you into the vessel I need for the season ahead. There were moments when you looked at yourself and thought, I am too weak. I am too broken. I cannot go on. But even then, my strength was made perfect in your weakness. Even then, my grace carried you. Even then, I whispered to your soul, keep going, for I am with you. You may not have realized it, but it was my hand that lifted you when you had no strength left. It was my spirit that gave you the breath to take one more step. It was my love that refused to let you collapse beneath the weight of despair. My child, I have watched you walk through rejection. I have seen the betrayal that cut so deep you thought you would never heal. I know the sting of words spoken against you, the wounds inflicted by those you trusted, the loneliness of being misunderstood. You questioned why I allowed it. You wondered why I did not shield you from such pain. But hear me clearly. I never abandoned you. I never left you unprotected. Even in the betrayal, I was guarding your soul. Even in the rejection, I was redirecting your path. Even in the loss, I was preparing restoration greater than what you had before. What others meant for harm, I am turning for your good. Do not despise the tears you have shed. They are not a sign of weakness, they are proof of your endurance. They testify that even when it hurt, you still longed for me. They reveal that even when you felt forgotten, you still called my name. And I tell you, those tears are precious to me. They water the ground from which your joy will spring forth. For my word declares that those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. Your season of weeping is not endless. Your harvest of joy is near. Tyke Father, you'd know my heart if you long for His presence. I have seen how you prayed prayers that seemed to bounce off the walls. You thought they went unanswered. You thought they were ignored. But I assure you, every prayer reached my throne. Not one was lost, not one was forgotten. Some were answered in ways you could not yet perceive. Some were delayed because the timing was not yet right. Some were redirected because I had something better than what you asked. But none were wasted. Every prayer has been stored in heaven, and at the appointed time, they shall be released into your life in ways that will leave you in awe. You have walked through valleys so dark that you wondered if you would survive. But you did survive. You have carried weights so heavy you wondered if they would crush you. But they did not crush you. You have faced storms so fierce you thought they would drown you. But you did not drown. Do you not see, my child? You are still here because I carried you. You are still standing because I held you. You are still breathing because I sustained you. Every battle you faced was proof of my presence, not my absence. The enemy tried to convince you that you were abandoned. He whispered lies into your weary heart, telling you that you were forgotten, that you were unloved, that you were alone. But I declare to you now, those were lies. I never left you. I never turned my face from you. I never withdrew my hand. Even when you could not feel me, I was holding you. Even when you thought I was silent, I was speaking through every circumstance. Even when you thought I was absent, I was closer than ever. You may have scars, but they are not signs of defeat, they are marks of survival. They are proof that you endured. They are reminders that even in the darkest places, my light sustained you. One day, those scars will testify of my goodness. They will be the evidence you show others to declare, I went through the fire, but I was not consumed. I walked through the waters, but I was not drowned. The Lord was with me, and he delivered me. Beloved child, do not despise your journey. Do not curse the nights you cried or the days you struggled. They were not wasted. They were not meaningless. They were the very soil in which I planted strength, endurance, faith, and hope. They were the refining fire that shaped you into who you are now. They were the preparation for the glory I am about to reveal in your life. Hear me now. Nothing you endured will be wasted. Every tear, every prayer, every battle, it all serves a purpose. It all has meaning. I am weaving it together into a story greater than you can comprehend. And soon, you will see how even the pain became part of the miracle. You will look back and understand that I was with you all along, that I never abandoned you, and that I was working all things for your good. So lift your head, my child. Wipe the tears from your eyes. Know that I, your God, have seen it all, remembered it all, and treasured it all. Your suffering was not in vain. Your struggles were not wasted. I am about to turn your mourning into dancing, your sorrow into joy, your brokenness into beauty. And when I do, you will know beyond all doubt that I am faithful, that I am near, and that I have loved you with an everlasting love. Type Amen to declare new beginnings over your life, and share this message so others may find hope too. My child, this is your final call. Do not ignore the voice that speaks straight into your heart right now. Heaven has paused just to reach you. I'm not here to remind you of what you've lost. I'm here to tell you what you're about to gain. You waited long enough. No more delay. This moment is your turning point, your last chance to step fully into the future I've prepared. If you pass by this message, you risk missing the greatest miracle of your life. My beloved child, I am speaking directly to you, straight into the center of your heart. I see the road you've been walking, and I know how weary your feet have become. But I don't want to talk about your tiredness or struggles today. I want to talk about your strength, the hidden power inside you that you've forgotten is there. I saw every moment you stood firm, even when you felt shaky inside. I saw the nights you chose hope over doubt, courage over worry. You've carried burdens, but now is the time to set them down. I'm not here to remind you of what went wrong. I'm here to remind you of the promise that's waiting ahead. You've wondered many times if I truly hear you, if your quiet prayers ever reach my ears. Today, I'm answering loudly and clearly. Yes, my child, I hear every single word. I hear the things your heart whispers when you have no strength left to speak. And right now, I'm calling you closer because your breakthrough is ready. This is not just another moment. This is your turning point. You've stood at this crossroads before, hesitating, questioning if it's really me speaking. But today, my voice is unmistakable. This is your final call to step away from what holds you back. The uncertainty you've lived with, the constant wondering if you're making the right decisions, is ending now. I'm leading you into certainty and clarity. Child, what you've been holding tightly to cannot compare to what I've prepared. Let go of yesterday's disappointments. Release the words spoken over you that made you feel small or unworthy. They were never true. My words about you have always been clear. You are valuable. You are chosen. And now is your time to rise. There are people and places you've held on to, hoping they would fill spaces only I can fill. Today, I'm gently urging you, release them. Trust me to fill every gap, to restore every loss, and to replace every empty space with joy and fulfillment you haven't imagined yet. You won't find peace by holding on to the past. Your peace comes from moving forward with me. I have watched you wait patiently, sometimes feeling forgotten, sometimes thinking the blessing passed you by. But listen to me closely, my child. What seemed like delay was actually preparation. Nothing has been wasted. Every step you've taken, every door that closed, every person who walked away has led you closer to this divine appointment. I'm telling you this clearly, so you don't misunderstand. The past no longer has power over you unless you choose to hold on to it. Your future, my child, is calling you forward. I've prepared blessings, joy, healing, and new beginnings that await your brave step of faith. Right, I am nothing without you. Lord, if He's your strength, this moment is special, it's yours alone. Others might hear this message, but right now, it's just you and me. I'm looking straight at you, into the depths of who you are, and I'm saying, trust me one more time. Take my hand again, even if you're afraid, even if doubts whisper around you. I promise you, I'm stronger than your doubts. I'm bigger than your fears. If you respond to this final call, the confusion that clouded your mind will lift. The heaviness you felt will disappear. My presence will surround you with peace that stays even when life changes. You'll wake up and realize you don't have to worry anymore, not because problems vanish instantly, but because you will finally understand I am fighting for you. I am ready to heal your heart completely, not just partly, but fully. The scars you've quietly accepted as permanent are not permanent to me. They are places where I will now show my greatest power. I'm ready to restore relationships you believed were beyond repair. I'm ready to open doors you thought were forever closed. And when I do this, you will know without a doubt that it was me. My beloved, you don't need to carry these heavy burdens alone anymore. Lay them at my feet, right now. Allow yourself to breathe freely again. I didn't create you to live worried, stressed, or afraid. You were created to thrive, to flourish, and to shine brightly in a world that needs your unique light. Your time of simply surviving is finished. Your new season of living fully boldly is here. But you must step forward. You must say goodbye to what was comfortable but no longer fits you. Trust that I'm bringing something far better, something tailor-made just for you. Within moments of truly deciding, you'll begin feeling lighter, freer, and clearer. Your next steps will not be confusing. They will be sure, directed, and peaceful because I am guiding every single one. This is your final call, my child. Don't walk away. Don't close your heart. Say yes, and watch how quickly I move. Heaven is ready to celebrate this decision. Angels stand ready to support your choice. All you need to do is trust me, right here, right now. I love you deeply, more deeply than you can understand. And today, I'm calling you forward, not backward, to a life filled with joy, purpose, and lasting peace. You have been longing to see the world around you change, but today, I'm starting that change within you. The peace you searched for, the joy you've imagined, and the life you secretly dream of, they are not distant ideas. They are realities I am bringing closer right now. You've often asked yourself quietly if you're strong enough for what lies ahead. Listen carefully. It's not your strength I'm depending on. It is mine. When you feel unsure or afraid, remind yourself that you were never meant to walk alone. I'm not asking you to be perfect or even strong enough. I'm asking you to trust me to carry you when your own strength fades. My beloved, there have been nights when you felt overlooked and wondered if your life truly mattered. I have heard the quiet thoughts of your heart, the questions no one else hears. And today, I'm answering clearly. Your life matters greatly. You were made with intention. Every detail about you, even the things you don't understand, were designed uniquely by me. Nothing about you was accidental. Everything about you has purpose. I am inviting you today to step away from everything that clouds your vision and steals your peace. You're used to carrying burdens that never belong to you. You've carried expectations from others, fears of failure, and worries about the future. But, child, those burdens are not yours to bear. Give them to me right now. Let me carry them for you. Imagine how your life could look if you truly handed everything to me: your family, your dreams, your decisions, and even your mistakes. I promise you that nothing you trust me with will ever be lost. Instead, you'll find it returned to you better than before, filled with my blessing and favor. This isn't just about letting go, it's about what you will receive in return. I'm offering you freedom from the heaviness that has held you down. I'm offering you peace that remains steady even in storms. I'm giving you joy that doesn't depend on circumstances, happiness that stays when everything around you shifts. Think of your life as a book. Today, we turn the page together. You've read the previous chapters many times over, some full of laughter, others filled with tears. But what's coming next will surprise you in ways you cannot yet imagine. It's not a continuation of past struggles, but a brand new beginning. I'm already preparing the people you'll meet, the opportunities you'll step into, and the blessings you'll encounter. All you have to do is trust me enough to walk forward into the unknown. Remember, I see further than you do. I know what you need before you do, and I'm already providing it. Your heart sometimes fears new beginnings because you've become comfortable where you are, even if it's not fully satisfying. But comfort isn't always safety. Sometimes it's holding you back from the true life I designed for you. I'm gently calling you out of what you've always known, not to harm you, but to show you the greater things I've planned. I have hidden gifts along your path, special moments, unexpected blessings, and relationships that will nurture your spirit. You won't need to struggle or strive for them. They will come easily, naturally, as you trust me fully. Please support our channel. Our goals is to bring happiness in your life and to bring devotion and reverence towards God. And if you want, you can donate us through the super thanks button down below. The next steps I'm guiding you to take might feel unfamiliar, maybe even uncomfortable at first. But soon, you'll see they lead exactly where you always dreamed of going, though you didn't know how to get there. Trust me, I'm not just leading you. I'm walking with you every step of the way. Let your heart feel excited again. Allow yourself to grieve again, to hope again, to expect my goodness again. You've guarded your heart, afraid of disappointment, but I'm asking you to trust once more. Not in people who have let you down, not in situations that have failed you, but in me, who never changes and never leaves. This moment is sacred, child, because you stand at a crossroads of what was and what could be. You hesitated long enough. It's time to choose confidently. I'm standing beside you, hand outstretched, ready to guide you forward. All of heaven waits eagerly for your decision, ready to support you the moment you say yes. Let your yes today be firm, sure, and unwavering. Let your yes be the moment you finally drop the heavy loads you've carried far too long. Let your yes be the moment you fully embrace a life that's rich, meaningful, and filled with purpose beyond your imagination. This is your final call, not as a threat, but as an invitation, one filled with hope, filled with possibilities. I am your father, and I only want good things for you. Don't hesitate. Don't doubt. Take my hand, and let's walk forward together. My child, right now let your heart be at ease. Allow yourself to finally breathe deeply, because I'm about to fill your life with something beautiful and new. I see how hard you've tried to put everything together, but now I'm stepping in to complete the picture. I've watched your quiet battles, the questions you never shared, and I am here today to show you clearly that your season of waiting is coming to a gentle end. I've noticed how you try to handle everything alone, believing it's your job to fix what's broken or missing. But hear me, beloved, you were never meant to do it all alone. Let me step into the story and finish what you've started. I'm not asking you to carry everything perfectly. I'm simply asking you to let me help you. You've been strong for everyone else. You've shown patience when others tested you, kindness when you felt none returned, and compassion even when you were tired. But today, I'm bringing a wave of refreshing strength just for you. I'm sending you moments of peace you haven't experienced in a long time, moments that remind you just how deeply you're loved. I see the dreams you've quietly tucked away, thinking maybe they weren't meant for you. But, my child, I placed those dreams in your heart for a purpose. Those dreams were never forgotten by me. And now, it's time to see them come to life. Trust me to resurrect what you thought was lost forever. You're not defined by the setbacks you've faced or the moments when you felt uncertain. You are defined by me, the one who made you, loves you, and has great plans still waiting for you. I know exactly where you've been and precisely what you faced. But what matters more now is where I'm taking you. I am leading you into opportunities that perfectly match who I made you to be. You don't have to chase after things anymore. These blessings will come naturally because they've been prepared specifically for you. Here's a place of belonging, acceptance, and purpose I've designed, and you are about to step into it fully. Child, listen carefully. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to keep proving your worth or working harder to gain approval. You already have mine, and that's enough. I love you deeply, completely, without conditions or expectations. Your heart can rest securely in that truth. Your worth isn't based on your achievements, your success, or how others see you. Your worth comes from me alone. And to me, you're priceless. You are my treasure, the one I chose intentionally and with great joy. Your life is valuable beyond measure, and I am committed to seeing you fully embrace the life you were always meant to live. Let me lift from your shoulders the worry you carry, the worry about tomorrow, about things you cannot control. Let me replace that worry with peace that goes beyond human understanding. The peace I offer isn't temporary. It's lasting, stable, and steady even when everything around you shifts. There are good things coming your way, surprises that will remind you just how well I know you. You will soon discover the moments ahead are sweeter than you ever imagined. Relationships will begin to bloom beautifully. New opportunities will present themselves, and the desires of your heart will start unfolding right before your eyes. Your journey hasn't been simple, but the steps ahead will become clearer, easier, and brighter. The confusion you faced is coming to an end. You're moving toward clarity, understanding, and renewed confidence. You'll walk into places you once thought impossible and stand amazed at how I've opened doors you didn't even know existed. Today, I ask you to trust me fully like you never have before. Let your fears fade as your faith rises. Hold on to my promises tightly, because they're true, reliable, and they never expire. I'm committed to you not only today, but for every moment of your life. Come in, Jesus, be my defender if you trust His protection. My child, your future is not a mystery to me. I've seen every detail, every twist, every turn, and I've prepared the way ahead. There's no reason to fear what you don't yet understand, because I am already there, guiding and protecting you every step of the way. Let your heart feel hopeful again. Believe again in possibilities, in miracles, in the extraordinary unfolding right in front of you. My love is stronger than your greatest doubts, and my strength far exceeds your greatest challenges. This is your moment to stand firm and say, "Yes, I believe you, God. I trust that everything you promise will become real in my life." When you do, heaven celebrates, and the path in front of you brightens immediately. Remember this clearly, child. This is not just a message. It's a promise directly from my heart to yours. If you take hold of it now, your life will shift into something remarkable, something beautifully designed just for you. I love you, I cherish you, and today I'm calling you forward. Don't look back, just step confidently ahead, knowing I'm with you, forever guiding you into a brighter, more joyful future. I know sometimes you've quietly wondered if I truly hear you, if I understand exactly how you feel deep inside. Today, I want you to know that I hear even your softest whisper, your quietest prayer, and your deepest sigh. You matter greatly to me, more than you can imagine. I've watched you carefully planting seeds of kindness in the lives of others, never expecting anything in return. You've offered patience, love, and understanding freely even when it was difficult. But now, beloved, it's your turn to experience the harvest. Your season of giving has prepared you for a season of receiving. Let your heart become expectant, because good things are already beginning to bloom in your life. Don't be afraid to hope again, even though you've known disappointment before. Trust me when I say that what I have planned for you is more beautiful than what was left behind. I am not leading you backward, but forward into greater joy, deeper peace, and fuller understanding. Child, your life is not a random series of events. It's a carefully crafted story I've written just for you. Right now, I'm turning the page and inviting you into a new chapter, one filled with joy and fulfillment. Trust that every step you take forward is guided by me. Even if you feel unsure, I will hold your hand and show you clearly that you're not alone. Let your heart open fully now, and let go of the things you've been holding too tightly. As you release what you've clung to, you will feel a weight lift from your spirit. You'll feel lighter, freer, and more at peace. This peace comes from me, and it will become the steady heartbeat of your life. I've noticed that sometimes you compare your journey to others, but your path is unique. It was created specifically for you. There's no need to measure yourself against anyone else's progress. I am writing a beautiful story in your life, a story that will inspire others, because it reveals my love through you. Today, I'm giving you permission to rest in my presence. You've been working so hard, striving to fix things around you, but I want you to pause now and simply rest. In this restful moment, you'll discover a strength you didn't realize was there. It's not found in busyness, but in quiet trust and peaceful confidence. I'm preparing to surprise you, child. Expect it. Be on the lookout for blessings in unexpected places, new friendships that encourage your heart, moments that remind you of my love, and opportunities to experience joy in fresh ways. These aren't random, they are intentional reminders of how deeply you're loved. Beloved, you've always tried to carry your load quietly. You've done your best without complaining, without making demands. And now let me carry you. Lean fully on me. My arms are strong enough to hold you, steady enough to calm you, and gentle enough to comfort you. You don't need to carry burdens alone ever again. I know your dreams. I place them inside your heart, and today I remind you that no dream I give is impossible. I'm breathing new life into them. Where you saw impossibility, I see endless possibilities. Where you saw limitations, I see opportunities. Trust me, and watch closely as your dreams begin to unfold into reality. Let yourself feel joy today. Let it bubble up from deep within your soul. You've waited patiently, but now it's time to rejoice. Celebrate the beautiful moments, even the small ones, because they are signs of greater blessings coming your way. Your life is a gift, and I delight in seeing you live it fully. My child, this is your final call, a loving invitation to trust me more deeply. I want to transform your daily life, making it richer and fuller than ever before. I want you to wake up each morning with fresh hope, eager to see what new things I've prepared. This message is not just encouragement, it's a promise. I am here. I am faithful. I am committed to your happiness, your peace, and your growth. Take my hand now and walk forward into the joyful life waiting ahead. I will never leave you, and today marks the beginning of a wonderful new season, a season where joy outshines your worries, peace quiets your fears, and my love guides your every step. My child, let your heart become still, because right now I'm about to reveal something special just for you. You've often asked me, when will things get easier? When will I see clearly what you've planned for me? The answer is now. Right now, I am clearing the fog that has made your path feel uncertain. I am gently guiding you out of confusion and into perfect clarity. You see, I've been working behind the scenes, arranging moments that will soon make perfect sense. The timing of your life isn't accidental. Every event, every encounter, every opportunity has been carefully prepared to lead you here, to this exact point of readiness. Today, you stand on the edge of something remarkable, something that will make your spirit soar. Let go of the idea that you need to understand everything to move forward. Trust doesn't require perfect understanding. It simply requires faith. And faith means stepping forward even when the next step isn't clear, because you trust the one who guides you. Know that I am with you, always, even in the smallest details. Child, the joy I have prepared for you isn't far away. It isn't something you'll reach someday in the distant future, it's here, available right now. You've often searched for joy in temporary things, in people, in situations that change too quickly. But today, I offer you lasting joy, a happiness that remains steady, stable, and secure because it comes directly from me. You were not created to live life barely getting by. You were created for abundance, a life overflowing with goodness, kindness, peace, and purpose. I'm calling you into that abundance today. Let your heart believe again in what's possible. Let yourself expect good things, beautiful surprises, and joyful moments. Don't hold back your hope, let it run freely. Today, I encourage you to dream again. Not cautiously, but boldly. Imagine the wonderful future I'm preparing. Picture the places you'll go, the people you'll impact, the love you'll experience. Your dreams aren't just your own, they're visions I've placed within you, waiting to be realized. and the time for those dreams to become reality is closer than you know. My beloved, you've spent enough time looking back, wondering if your best days were behind you. Today, look ahead. The life you were made to live is not in your past, it's right in front of you. The blessings, the breakthroughs, the friendships, and the opportunities I've designed specifically for you are all waiting to meet you on this new road. I'm about to surprise you with moments of happiness that come in ways you didn't expect. Little things will begin to fall into place easily, gently reassuring you that you're exactly where you're meant to be. These moments are reminders that you are seen, loved, and guided by me. I want you to remember, child, that I am the author of your story. There may be twists and turns, but I promise you the ending is beautiful. The chapters ahead are filled with laughter, deep relationships, fulfilled dreams, and meaningful adventures. Trust me to bring it all together in ways that exceed even your greatest expectations. You don't have to push or struggle anymore. Let me carry you. Let me guide your steps with gentleness and love. I'll show you exactly where to go, whom to trust, and when to act. All I ask is that you listen closely to my voice and trust that I'm leading you towards something wonderful. You're entering a time when the burdens you've carried will become lighter. You'll find it easier to smile, easier to love, easier to give freely because you'll feel my support beneath every step you take. Let your heart relax fully into my love today. This is your time for renewal, for restoration, and for joy. You don't have to wait any longer. I'm already opening doors no one else can close. I'm pouring out blessings no one else can stop. And I'm writing a story for you that no one else can write. Tight Father, you know my heart if you long for His presence. My child, step forward now without fear. Step forward with hope, confidence, and expectation. This is your final call, not to loss, but to gain. Not to endings, but to fresh beginnings. I am walking ahead of you, beside you, and within you, guiding you into a future filled with more joy and meaning than you've ever known before. My child, as you hear these words, let your soul feel deeply encouraged and strengthened. You've been quietly hoping for change, quietly expecting miracles, and quietly believing that better days would come. Today, I tell you clearly, your silent hopes were always heard, your quiet expectations were always understood, and your gentle belief has never gone unnoticed by me. Now, I'm beginning a fresh chapter for you, a chapter filled with opportunities that perfectly match who you are becoming. No more settling for less than what I planned for you. No more staying stuck in places that don't feel right. I am gently guiding you toward new adventures that will awaken joy inside you again. Let yourself feel the excitement of possibilities again. I know you sometimes held yourself back, worried about getting your hopes too high. But remember, my child, hope is exactly what you need most right now. Let hope rise inside you, because hope brings new life, new strength, and new courage to face whatever lies ahead. I am restoring relationships in ways you never imagined possible. Friendships and connections that feel distant or uncertain will grow closer and deeper again. You'll find warmth returning to areas of your life that have felt empty or lonely. Trust me to mend what's been broken and to bring together hearts that need healing. I am also preparing new friendships and new people who will encourage and support you. People who understand you deeply and appreciate the real you. You won't have to pretend or explain yourself. You'll feel genuinely seen, known, and valued. These new connections will strengthen your spirit and inspire your dreams. My beloved, allow yourself to rest deeply now. You don't need to constantly push yourself or stay busy to prove your worth. Your worth is already secure in me. Rest in knowing you are already accepted, cherished, and deeply loved exactly as you are. No more striving, no more chasing after approval. You already have my approval, and that's enough. Today, let joy fill your heart again. The kind of joy that bubbles up easily, without effort, because you know everything is in my hands. I've got you. I've got your situation, your family, your dreams, and every worry you've ever carried. You can relax completely because I'm taking care of everything for you, beloved. Listener, let's pray together. Dear Heavenly Father, today I come before you with an open heart. Life often changes in ways I don't expect, but I know you are always with me. Thank you for being my steady hand when everything around me feels uncertain. You never change, and your love remains the same. Lord, help me see every season of life through your eyes. When things shift or fall apart, remind me that you are building something new. Teach me to trust your timing, even when I don't understand. Fill me with peace when I feel afraid, and help me to let go of anything that no longer fits in the path you have chosen for me. Forgive me, Lord, for the times I held on too tightly to my own ways. Sometimes I let worry and fear take control, forgetting that you already have a plan for my future. Today I surrender my thoughts, my plans, and my heart to you again. Shape me into the person you've called me to be. Help me walk forward with faith, not looking back in regret but stepping ahead with hope. Whether I'm in a time of waiting or moving quickly into something new, let me know deep inside that you are guiding my every step. Thank you for your grace that meets me right where I am. Thank you for walking with me, for holding me when I feel weak, and for giving me strength to keep going. I place my trust in you completely, Lord. In Jesus' name, I pray, amen. Type amen